All right, that's good enough. All right, guys, just got out of the gym, so gonna be doing our daily live stream, gym daily live stream. So I'm considering making this channel about something that I really struggled with, which is a lot of things. But the main thing is I really wanted to start my own business, right? And that's what I'm going to be talking about in this video is how you actually start your own business. But first off, how do you even actually know this is a good business idea? How do you know that you're pursuing, right? How do you test the waters of if you could actually be successful doing this or not? So I wanted to start a business since I would say 16 or 17. I would just binge YouTube videos. I tried drop shipping. I tried, day trading. I tried SMMA, like social media marketing agency. There's a lot of different businesses that I tried to start, and they all failed because I wasn't really committed, right? The thing that changed and the reason that I own the business that I do now that does over $10,000 a month, which is a junk removal company. It's a local service based business. The reason I own that is because I fully committed. So here's a little background of how, like, what the situation was when I started the business. So I had just gotten my first quote unquote high paying job, right? In California, I got hired at a juvenile detention facility, which was it paid like $24.50 an hour or something. I get paid $54 an hour, by the way, right now. So literally, that's half of what I make right now. But this was the first high paid job I've ever had. Before that, it was just $17 an hour, $19 an hour plus tips when I was a delivery driver. But I thought I was balling. I was like, I made it, guys. Let's go. I could finally move out of my parents' house because that's my number one goal in life since I was like probably like a kid because I didn't grow up in the best environment. So my number one goal was to get, and it wasn't just because I wanted to, it was because, you can't grow if you're going to stay in the same environment. If you have a really good environment, which is really rare, then you could grow in that environment. But I did not have it as a kid. So my number one goal was to move out. And that's exactly what I did when I got this first high paying job as a juvenile detention officer. So I was basically like a warden for juvie kids. And then this thing was like barely paying the rent, right? So I just signed this rent for $2,500 a month on a $25 an hour salary, basically. And guess what happens? 3 weeks in, I'm fired. So I just signed this year lease, $2,500 a month, because I thought I made it. So now I'm essentially screwed, right? Because uh, I've never started a business at this point in my life. I got fired from my first high paying job right after I signed a year-long lease, and all my cash flow is gone. So I'm going through, I'm like applying all these jobs. I'm kind of in the struggle, right? And I was in the cycle of paying rent on a credit card and then, paying a little bit off next month and then a little bit off next month. And I finally got to zero right in the time that all this happened. I was at zero. So what did I do then? Right? Watch this genius move. I decided to buy a $6,000 business coaching program. So I bought this online mentorship, right, for starting your own business, and I was $6,000 in debt, right? And that's what got me to the business I started today because I was negative $6,000 in debt for this thing. I would be damned if I didn't make it work. I had to make it work. So I was working night and day on this mentorship program, doing the homework and doing all the business, like trying to get this business going because of the position that I'd put myself in. And that's what's got me to the business I have today. So my junk removal company does $10,000 to $13,000 a month, or $10,000 to $12,500 a month at the moment, and we're only 10 months in. Like that's pretty exotic growth if you know anything about low ticket service based business. That's very impressive. And none of that was by accident. This was super hard, reinvesting all the profits into the business and just making it work, grinding. And I did all this while working a full time job. Right after I got fired, I got a job as a car salesman, and I would do the business on the side. I actually had 4 jobs at the time. So I was working 4 jobs, including the business, and that's how I was able to pay my bills. And I still live at that apartment today, just because I was able to make it work because I put that fire under myself. So if you're wanting to start a business, don't just half-ass it. I'm telling you, as somebody who started 5 to 6 businesses in the past, you have to go all in. Just pick something. It really doesn't matter what you pick, because any business could, grow really big if you grow it right. Any business on earth can grow to $1 million a year. You just have to develop the skills to do that. It could be a freaking carpet cleaning company. It could be a cleaning company. It could be a junk removal company. You could sell shit online. There's so many things that you could do, right? Thanks. Yeah, so I'm gonna go over, how you get your first leads. I just got home right now, so I'm gonna make this real quick. So, stay tuned because you're gonna get some sauce right now. So, and I know this works because I helped my friend start a lawn care business, and I got him 6 jobs in his first week, $400 profit in his first week, which is not bad. So, what you want to do to actually test the waters of if your service-based business is actually going to work is you actually just want to make a bunch of Facebook Marketplace posts, right? Go on Nextdoor. It's an app, Nextdoor Neighbor, and Facebook. Post on there every single day. Try this for 3 months. Honestly, try it for 3 weeks. I'd be impressed if you didn't get any work. And more importantly, post to Facebook Marketplace, right? So here's how I did it for my friend. So I posted a picture of a lawn that I mowed, right? For the first one, you could just ask around, hey, can I mow your lawn? Hey, family member, could I mow your lawn? And you post that picture of your work. Whatever you do, post your work on Facebook Marketplace. Title the description, lawn mowing or junk removal or whatever you do. And people will actually respond, and this is how you will get a bunch of jobs. And you're going to get a real feel of how business works through these, right? I still get jobs to this day from this. I have over 100 Facebook Marketplace listings out. And this is a really good way to test the waters if your business is going to, make money, if it's actually in demand in your area. So honestly, that's all I got for you guys. That's really all you need to do to make your first dollar, and then you repeat the process from there, right? So maybe you make $200 from doing this, and you try, you reinvest that into your business, and you keep posting, and you just keep doing it day after day. That's how you get a business, guys. That's how I got to $10,000 a month and $13,000 a month, and that's how I've gotten to where I am today. And that's while working a full-time job, right? I make 6 figures at my full-time job, but I still do the business on the side. And that's a choice because I love working, love helping people. I'm making this video because I think you guys like helping people too, right? So that's all I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you start a business with this knowledge, and have a good day. See you in the next one.